Hello, welcome to our abdominal sequence for postnatal yoga. Just a reminder, with postnatal practice, wait until you've had your 6-week check, please. And if you had any complications during the birth, wait until you are 12 weeks postnatal. Particularly if you've had a C-section, that kind of thing, make sure medical professionals have said you are safe to practice. Fab. So for our practice for the abdominals, we are going to be using a block. If you don't have a block, a book would be a really good, a nice hardbacked book would be a good alternative. It needs to be something quite firm. So we are going to bring the block beneath the hips so they feel really supported. Now, come down to your side first and then roll yourself on. And this is a way of getting into that posture without putting too much pressure on your abs. Okay. We are going to start with some breath work today. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. You feel that foot to earth connection. Your hips are balanced really comfortably, heavy into the block, and your shoulders and the back of your neck are comfortable as well. Okay, place your right hand down right at the bottom here of your abdominals, all the way down towards the pubic bone, and your other hand can come up to the rib area. We're just going to work on our breathing, so I want you to imagine you're breathing from the nose all the way down past the ribs, through, all the way down to where your hand is, so you're filling up right at the bottom near where your pelvic area is and your pubic bone. Okay, so we inhale through the nose, fill, and we exhale. Brilliant. Now we're going to add some talking here. Carry on with that breath for me. As you exhale, I'd like you to say, I have patience. So we inhale through the nose, filling up to where the right hand is, right at the bottom. We exhale, saying, I have patience. Keep going like that. And this is a really important part of what we're doing, because when we talk, it's a way of regulating our breathing. When we breathe, we're engaging the muscles that we really need to work on postnatally. There is method to my madness. Okay, super job, well done. Next thing we're going to do, taking both hands to the hip points here. We want to keep the hips steady as we allow our right knee to just open towards the side. Keep the left leg exactly where it is, the right knee's opening. As soon as you start to feel any contraction here, or you start to feel the hip points move, it's time to bring the knee back to the center. Okay, alternating sides. So we're going to take our left knee out to the side and in. And our breath here, we're going to inhale out, exhale to come back in. Inhale out, exhale in. And it's really easy, right, to do this kind of like be floppy, out and in. That's not going to help you. You really need to connect with your breath, connect with those pelvic core muscles. So we inhale out, exhale in. Really trying to engage your muscles. Now, postnatally, you might think, oh my goodness, I can't feel this at all. But really try and send your thought to the area that you're working on. When we send our awareness, what we're doing is sending blood flow. And when we send blood flow, we're aiding the healing process. And pretty soon, you should start to feel a little flicker of awareness. And over time, you'll start to feel a soft contraction. And then eventually, a stronger one. So patience, right? Our practice, Shuni Mudra, all about patience. Slower is quicker with postnatal practice. Okay, next up, we are going to remove the block from under our hips. So do this mindfully and place it between the knees. Now just take a second to realign. So check in with your pelvis, check in with the shoulder area, feet flat on the floor connected to the ground. We're going to inhale, fill up the belly, exhale, push the knees in towards the block. Now if the book that you're using isn't appropriate for this, if you're using a book, you can use a cushion. Okay, and then release. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. And again, just noticing, are you feeling any muscles working here? If you aren't, I don't want any judgment. Just reflect, this is where you are now, but you are going to really work on sending positive energy and awareness down to the pelvic floor, down to the deep core muscles. Really good job, guys. Well done. Okay, taking the block away now. We don't need that anymore. We're going to keep the knees where they are. We're going to inhale, fill up the belly, and as you exhale, we're going to lift the arms above the head, trying to keep the pelvis neutral. Inhale at the top. Exhale, drawing the hands back down. Inhale, fill up the belly. Exhale, contraction through the pelvic floor and the abdominals as you lift the arms. Inhale to the belly. Exhale, arms down. Continue with your own breath. I know I've got some mums out there who get a bit muddled with breath work. So what we generally work to is that we exhale on exertion. So we inhale to prepare and we exhale as we contract. Great job, everyone. Okay, from here we're going to allow our knees to softly melt towards the right side. Arms coming into cactus, looking to the left. Supine twist. And when we're twisting, we're releasing emotional and mental feelings that don't serve us anymore. And we're also letting go of the physical tension in our body. We're helping to release toxins. So good for us. Right, engage through the core to lift the legs back to the center, coming to the opposite side. So as your knees come to the left, your head looks to the right. Filling up the belly as you breathe. Okay, back to center. And we're going to finish this part of the practice by hugging our knees in. Now please lift one knee up at a time at the moment. So hugging it in. However feels good for you. And then we can draw some circles, or we can rock from side to side. And see this as a physical hug, but a metaphorical one too. giving yourself a little cuddle for all of the hard work you're doing, for all of the love that you are sharing. It will be worth it. It is worth it. Okay, thank you. I'll see you for the next part of the practice. Bye. Didn't work. Bye.